So Cap Friendly is a fun website to go on to. I wanted to rate some trade proposals because they're pretty funny. This is all JT Miller trade proposals, by the way. This one here we got to Columbus. They're supposedly gonna give us Kent Johnson for JT Miller and a fourth, and Vancouver is retaining half of JT Miller's salary. No. Columbus is not going to give away a future top six forward, especially one that looks as good as Kent Johnson's looking, for a year of JT Miller. Like, there's no guarantee he's going to re-sign with Columbus if that ever happens. I understand why he did the trade because they just got Goudreau. You think maybe they're like replacing a winger for winger kind of thing, but they're not going to give up their future. Like Voracek's 33, Nyquist 32. They need Kent Johnson in their system. I'm going to rate this out of 10 of 3. This one, JT Miller goes to Boston for Brandon Carlo, Fabian Lysell, and a first. That is a huge overpayment on Boston's side. This is clearly coming from a Canuck fan. Brandon Carlisle, top 4 defenseman, right-handed shot. Fabian Lysell, a fantastic prospect and a first for, again, 1 year of JT Miller. No guaranteed on a re-sign. And again, Boston is in no position to trade prospects. They are a fucking old team. Like, they might be looking at Fabian Lysell as Brad Marchand's replacement eventually if he ever becomes that good. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm going to rate this one a 2 out of 10. And Don Sweeney would immediately lose his job if he ever pulled that off. Okay, in this one, JT Miller and Luke Shen go to Nashville for Dante Fabro, Igor Afanaseyev, is that how you say his name? Afanaseyev, Ryan Ufko, and a third. So Dante Fabro, who's pretty much a third liner, second round prospect in Afanaseyev, Ryan Ufko, mid-round prospect, and a third. So a bunch of mid-round prospects pretty much, and Dante Fabro. Patrick Allvin would get ran out of town if he accepted this. I feel like at least get a first for JT Miller. And they wouldn't trade Luke Shen. He has too much chemistry with Quinn Hughes right now. And they need defensemen. I also think they're looking for a top 4 defenseman in the JT Miller trade. They either want a top 4 defenseman or a first back. That's what would make me happy. I'm going to rate this trade a 4 out of 10. Now, this one, I don't think it's as bad as the other ones. I think it's a decent one, but it is a bit of an overpayment for a team. JT Miller goes to the Islanders for Oliver Wahlstrom, a first and a second. Oliver Wahlstrom is pretty much a third liner with the potential to become a top 6. Maybe just take the second out of the trade, and that would seem more fair for the Islanders, I see. I would be happy with that. I don't know how Islander fans would feel about that. I don't know if they like Oliver Wahlstrom or not. Again, it sucks there's no defenseman coming back. And I also like this trade because they're not saying, hey, we're going to get Noah Dobson. They're not going to get fucking Noah Dobson. It's not going to happen. It makes no sense to trade Noah Dobson. I'm going to rate this one a 6 out of 10. It would be a 7 if you took the second out of it. Okay, that's it for now. Tell me if you like this. Maybe I'll do another one. Like it, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. Okay, bye.